Hi, we always hear about what not to do in the interview process. Let's look at it the other way around. What makes the best candidates in a hiring process? So one of the first things is authenticity. And you know when you've met someone authentic, it just feels right. So the best candidates tend to be the most authentic. They're also very realistic, in fact, a little humble. So they will lay out their good, their bad, the ugly, and they're realistic about what the next step should be, where they want to be, and they've thought through it. They're not jumping 4 steps without any reason. They also are very good at receiving and giving feedback. So it's important that as a candidate that you give feedback to the hiring manager, to the recruiter, good or bad. And you have to be open to getting the feedback. I cannot tell you the number of times I've called candidates to give them feedbacks on their interview, and they just want to get off the phone. They don't want to hear about it. And I don't understand, because that's probably one of the biggest complaints I hear from candidates. They don't get feedback. So when someone's trying to give you feedback, be open-minded. I know you might be disappointed, but be open-minded to hear that feedback. The best candidates also follow up. They're very good at asking how to follow up, when to follow up, and they don't abuse the follow-up privilege. They're very meticulous in the way that they communicate, whether it be via email, voicemail. Their resumes are spot on, they're clean, there are no errors. The best candidates take care of how they present themselves. They're also very courteous. Every time I interview a candidate, I walk them back to the reception and I look at something. I look at how do they address my receptionist when they're leaving. Some candidates just walk straight by. No, they don't acknowledge there's someone sitting there. That says something about a character. That's another subject for another blog. But I do look at courteousness in a candidate. I also notice that the best candidates respect other people's time. They respect the interviewer. I know you're there to talk about yourself, but you have to make sure that you respect the time limit, also respect and answer the questions in a timely manner instead of trying to sell yourself too much and take up too much time. They also are very honest. And you know, people who are honest don't have to have a good memory. The best candidates, they are likable. And why likability is very important? Because people want to help people that they like. And the next thing is they leave a very good impression everywhere they go. I hope these tips can help. I'm Dawn Williams from Serious Personnel. I can reach on LinkedIn and on Twitter. Happy selling.